Hotep, Black Power, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Always giving honor to my sister, Chief of Staff Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my father-in-laws, and my comrades who are in the ancestral realm, as well as your family and comrades. I just want to get on with this. This is a extension of the other video that I just posted, far as dealing with the subject matter that I dealt with in the first video. So let me go ahead and give you a continuance. I'm gonna go ahead and go into continue where I was at, where I was going. Now, LeBron James made a statement concerning Charlottesville, stating that, you know, the hate has been ignited even more by President Donald Trump. And this is what I'm trying to tell you all, that white supremacists, they're supposed to conduct themselves like white supremacists. What we're supposed to do is lock and load on these motherfuckers. Like I mentioned in the last video, they have over 1,100 white militia groups in the mountains up there in Montana, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, waiting for civil war to break out so they can come out of the mountains, along with these local police, special police, state police, county police, along with the National Guard. All of these motherfuckers in conjunction and with the mission to destroy and annihilate all melanated people on the planet. I don't know what part of this shit you motherfuckers are getting confused with. And then some of you motherfuckers will say they can't do that. Who in the fuck is they? They are the motherfuckers that are in office, that are in power, your Donald Trumps, you know, and then the niggas. And matter of fact, it just popped in my head about the last video about Cecil Rhodes and how they colonized Africa, and how the average plane going into Africa is 95% Asian, meaning these slant-eyed, raisin-eyed, rice-eating, onion-breath motherfucking Koreans and these Chinese and Japanese going to Africa, colonizing Africa, taking all the cobalt, which is the most precious mineral and priceless mineral on the planet. This is what you make your cell phones with. This is what they use in the gigantic screens in Times Square. It's that cobalt. You know, and it began with Cecil Rhodes, the Oppenheimers and the Beers, and the Rockefellers in the 1920s, going over to Africa, colonizing Africa, killing all the women, children, and babies, putting them in the mines, making them slaves, you know, cutting their limbs and shit off. Because if you go online, you'll see photos of these motherfuckers with their limbs cut off. You know, it's no secret. It's no secret. It's no secret about this motherfucking cracker. You know, no secret. You know, And it still goes on today. You still have slave labor. You still have slavery in this country. You know, what do you think the prison industrial complex is? When you have relatives that are working, you know, for 8-9 cents an hour for IKEA, for Nike, for Home Depot, and the like. That these jobs pay, you know, $15, $20, and some of them $30 an hour. You have some inmates, federal inmates, brothers and sisters, that are making, you know, motherboards and all this shit for motherfucking computers and laptops. You know, for 5 and 6 cents a goddamn hour, working 19 hours a day. You know, and being replaced daily. Because the first one that talk back goes into solitary confinement, goes in the hole, and you're replaced. Because we have over 1 million brothers and sisters that are indigenous, meaning they don't have money in their books and they're willing to do anything to be able to survive in these institutions. You know, and that's where you get your stabbings and your rapings and these beatings and all this shit from. You know, a lot of these beatings are, you know, ordered by the administration on certain radical and stand-up motherfuckers and revolutionaries that are in these prisons. Don't get this shit twisted. What do you think happened to Tupac? He didn't get raped, but he was beaten. You know, almost by every other day he was beaten. So you need to understand the rage and anger that he had, you know, once he was released out on bail, you know, from Clinton Correctional Facility. Come on, y'all. We gotta stop this bullshitting and playing around. The Charlottesville situation. All these motherfuckers that are speaking now, they were not to be found during the physical altercation in Charlottesville. So I think that you don't have a right to even voice your motherfucking opinion. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you whether we were down there or not. Because a lot of you motherfuckers are agents. A lot of you, you know, will turn, you know, your own brothers and sisters in. So you can win favor with the enemy on your goddamn job. The same way with Roland Martin, Ricky Smiley, Dick Gregory. All these motherfuckers are alphas. All these motherfuckers are kappas and shit. You know, they are in fraternities. You know, held to secrecy on certain rituals and shit. You know, but they'll come out and talk this revolutionary shit. You know, that's to get a reading on who in the fuck is real and who isn't. Come on, man. All this old playing and, you know, fucking around and you know, Cornel West is the same way. He is a plant. They always got one nigga that play like, you know, he down. Motherfucker, I'ma grind. I'ma go against certain dudes and all this shit. You on the payroll too, it's all scripted. You know, how did you know Al Sharpton become the leader of the black community? How did Jamal Bryant become the leader? Here's a motherfucker walking around with his motherfucking dick stay dripping pus and motherfucking infections all day long, babies every motherfucking way. All he worried about is making sure he don't have no facial hair or no butt hair, you know, and go around, you know, preaching this motherfucking bullshit, taking people's motherfucking money. You know, and that's why PFK Boom ran him out of Gilmore Homes in Baltimore. A lot of you motherfuckers went on Jamal Bryant's side. You sympathize with this motherfucking faggot. This motherfucker wear pink suits and all this old shit, man. It's a flaming motherfucking bitch. And him and Al Sharpton, they done got together and got this goddamn organization where there's supposed to be 1,000 pastors marching in D.C. called the Dream Busters. Most of them are homosexuals and bisexuals. You know, so really they the cream busters. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and this is just to suck the motherfuckers, the tranquilize motherfucking people in. The people that are under the illusion of religion. You know, the Jesus Christ shit. You know, come on, man. And before the week is out, I'm gonna come with some fiery motherfucking shit dealing with religion, man. And see, that's what I'm telling y'all. I do my homework. I know who's who. But back then, like I had touched on Cory Booker's motherfucking. See, that mulatto, I don't go by the skin, I don't go by the complexion. I go by the connection. You know, how did he get from being mayor of New Jersey to in the Senate? Him and Mitch McConnell, see, they're all a part of the prison industrial complex. You know, they are major investors in pharmaceuticals, man. Do the research. All you have to do is get about 3 or 4 Fortune 500 motherfucking books, and you will see the entire layout of these motherfuckers. You know, just like all team owners, you know, in the NBA are white Jews. All of them. Every single one of them. And look at what they own. We in Washington, D.C., so Dan Snyder owns the Washington Redskins. But he also owns all the Six Flags, all across America. Look at Ted Leonis, who owns the Washington Capitals, the hockey company. But he owns all of the learner shops for women, plus-size women. You know, all the plus-size women's stores he owns. Ted Leonis. He has half of Chinatown. Half of the hotels he rakes in. You know, during the postseason play, he rakes in nearly $1 billion a year. And then you niggas will go to Art Modell, who's the owner of the fucking Ravens. You know, used to own the Baltimore Colts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go to Modell's and spend $100 on a motherfucking jersey and give it to Ted Leonis or Dan Snyder. And most of you blacks, let me tell you off the break now, most of you niggas are not getting in no Redskin games. You're not getting in no games. Unless you're parking cars, you know, you tailgating selling motherfucking hot dogs down there by the traffic light on Sheriff Road. Because them crackers are not going to let you up the hill near the stadium. Because they do all the tailgating. Selling motherfucking burnt barbecue pigs, hogs, rats, you know, barbecue possum, squirrel nuts, and all that bullshit. Man, you know, we got some waking up to do, man. You know, and I just want, you know, our people to understand what is going on. Yeah, so in closing, I just want to let you all know, you know, we need to wake up, understand what's taking place within the black community. Stop focusing on what's going on outside the black community. White supremacy, this is no surprise to you. You know, and I don't know where y'all get this from, playing so, you know, I'm in shock behind what's happened. Come on, you know better than that. White supremacy, what do you think gentrification is? White supremacy. moving certain people out by any necessary means, tricking them out of their property, and moving in the more dominant society. That's monopoly. That's gobbling up property. And that's what these crackers are doing. And the first thing we need to do is go to the council meetings. Who's in charge? You know, the commissioners, the ANC commissioners in your local area or your district. You know, and you go on their ass. You know, you make sure the playing field is even fucking Steven, just like Malcolm said. You know, and what you're gonna find out that it's not. Because I'm willing to bet anything that if you live in the hood, you're surrounded by all white establishments, all white businesses, or all white Korean, or all white, or all Ethiopian establishments. You're not surrounded by any. Only black establishment that you're surrounded by is your local goddamn drug dealer. That's the only black business you see in the fucking hood. You know. So, you know, for me, you know, I apologize for the skipping of the video. You know, but, you know, I had to keep going and taking care of certain things. However, you know, I keep it 100 at all times. I'm not going to play around. You know, I'm not going to just play like, you know, the elephant's in the room, but I don't see the elephant. I'm dealing with any motherfucking body. I don't care who you are. If you out of order, you out of order. And if you out of order 9 times out of 10, you know that you're out of order. So when somebody puts your ass back in check, you need to be man or woman enough to accept the chastisement and then keep it moving. You know, and better yourself and better your conditions and your environment and your surroundings. If not, then step 2 gonna come in. And I'm gonna leave it like that. Hotel. Black Power.